he said I could have dressed up, but this is Coop in his natural habitat. This is exactly what we expect. I'm super pumped about this, Mr. Cooper. You're going to sit down. You're going to be there for a while, so yeah, just hang out and enjoy this for a little bit, okay? You got that? Okay. All right. So, one, thank you all for joining us. I'm going to say that probably 2, 3, 4 more times before we get going and before we end today. Much appreciated. And we're here to celebrate Cooper, which is super, super exciting because he celebrates all of us all the time. And this is our chance to do the same for him. And so, without further ado, we're going to get ourselves started up. So, we've got a lot of people with us today. Not just guests out here, but others up here who have helped make this happen. So with us today is Matt Eddy and Dr. Ann Lebo from the Iowa Department of Education. We've got Kenyon Huntington from the Iowa FFA, Stephanie Bush from Nationwide Insurance, and Melissa Johnson from Midwest Insurance. So I'm really excited to have everybody here with us, and I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Eddy for him to kick this off.
All right, well, thank you and welcome, and I'm glad to be here today. This is a good day, right? We're going to have a great Friday here. So again, we're here to recognize your teacher, Mr. Kevin Cooper, as a finalist for the 2022 Golden Owl Award. This award has been presented by Nationwide and the Iowa FFA Foundation. It's an annual award since 2019 and recognizes outstanding Iowa ag educators for their tremendous contributions in preparing the next generation of young people for successful careers in ag. Some of these folks down here, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. From August 1st, which was right about the state fair time, we kind of kicked off and went till December 21st. We've been accepting nominations from all over the state, and we had a lot. And it's really a great thing to represent Iowa ag education when we have so many great teachers out there. We had almost 400 nominations. Last year was a record. This year almost topped that record. 400 nominations for over 166 different teachers. So that kind of speaks volumes to what's going on out in the world, that many teachers gathered nominations. And again, it's a great thing. Following this nomination period, we had a committee that represented statewide interests who were tasked with selecting these 7 Golden Owl finalists. And then once they selected those finalists, they delivered them to me, and I get to have the great job of going out and recognizing people. And again, with all the folks here on the stage, and including Mr. Cooper today. The future of this award, again, I'm really excited and pleased to partner with all of our folks, and again, would like to recognize Dennis Harden, from the Director of CTE from the Department of Education as well, coming out to see me. Thank you, Dennis. Again, great supporter of career and technical education, and again, we all know that because we're here today. So, thank you so much. I'm going to introduce Kenyon Huntington from the Iowa FFA to say a few words as well.
The Golden Owl Award allows Nationwide and the Iowa FFA Foundation to extend support to the agricultural educators who devote countless hours and often their own resources to positively impact the lives of their students. In the award's first year, the 2018-2019 Golden Owl Award recognized outstanding ag educators in just 2 states, Iowa and Ohio. In fact, the award program came to be as a result of the strong collaboration and shared vision of Nationwide and the Iowa FFA Foundation to recognize Iowa's outstanding ag educators to crown the Iowa Ag Educator of the Year. Now, in year 4, the award has grown to recognize ag educators in California, Illinois, Indiana, New York, and Pennsylvania, in addition to the original states of Iowa and Ohio, and we are excited for its continued growth. We would also like to thank Nationwide for its generous donation of $5,000 to the Iowa FFA Foundation to further support the personal and professional growth of future farmers across the state. Now I'd like to introduce Dr. Ann Lebo, with the Director of Education of Iowa, to present the Nationwide Golden Owl Award finalists.
You know, This is one of the best parts of the work that I do, is being able to come out and celebrate our talented educators. And I could not be more thrilled that I have the chance to be here today. This summer at the fair, I was able to be part of kicking off the nominations for this award. And it's I'm always impressed by the students in the FFA program and what they do not only for their communities and their schools, but for the future of Iowa. To live in Iowa and be an agricultural state, I think there's nothing better, there's nothing more important. I'm from Ready Center, we have that rich farmland, so this has been a part of my life as well. But celebrating Mr. Cooper is why we're here today, and celebrating the dedication of people who invest their time and their talents to work with students and to invest in all of our futures by working with kids is one of the best things that we do. So it's an honor to be here. I'm so thrilled we have a chance to recognize you today. I hope we surprised you, and I hope you appreciate it. Teachers never get enough recognition, and they don't like the spotlight, but we want to give you the spotlight today, and you certainly earned it. And I'm thrilled I get to be here with part of this. So I'm going to introduce Melissa Johnson now to come up here. Thank you.
I do have the green t-shirt I was actually going to wear today and then kind of like take off and do the whole reveal, but I figured people would know right when you walked in what was going on, so with all of you guys here. So Midwest Insurance has been serving the ag community in this area since 1983, so when Nationwide asked us to join today to help celebrate this, it was a big deal, no matter where it is, but the fact that it's Cooper was even a bigger deal for us. So obviously we have a great relationship with Cooper. We insure the FFA in this area, so got to work with Cooper quite a bit. Nationwide's the #1 ag insurer in the country, and they support the future of the ag community through meaningful sponsorships of national and local organizations. Like Nationwide, Midwest Insurance recognizes the sponsorship and recognizes that the education is crucial for the future of our ag community, and that we're proud to support the Iowa FFA and its many members. So now I'd like to read a few comments about Cooper and the nominations that we received. So you guys can all relate to this. As I was reading these, I was kind of getting emotional. I've done a couple of these now, and this is the one that kind of hit home. And all of this, everything that you guys said really is true of Cooper. So Mr. Cooper is a very brilliant, hardworking, and caring individual. He deeply cares about his students and takes lots of pride in the ag program in Nevada. He always pushes his students to a brighter future and is very helpful. He lives in the classroom, literally, and spends lots of time making the program the best that it can be. He's one of the most selfless and hardworking people I know. He encourages all of his students to pursue jobs and tasks that will prepare us for the real world. I fully believe that Nevada FFA chapter would not be what it is without Mr. Kevin Cooper. He is one of the kindest and hardworking people. The man is quite literally a legend in our community. He's a humble man, so he'd never say it himself, but he's an inspiration to everyone. Mr. Cooper is someone who always everyone looks up to in our school, no matter if they're in the FFA or not. He's always able to crack us up no matter what he says, whether he means it or not. You can tell just by looking at him that he's passionate about what he is, and he wants nothing but the best for his students. So without further ado, I'd like to officially recognize Kevin Cooper as one of this year's Golden Owl Award honorees. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Cooper. So as a proud partner with Nationwide, we presented you with a check an engraved plaque, a $500 check for your outstanding commitment in ag education. Kevin Cooper is now in the running for the Golden Owl Award Grand Prize. One honoree from each of the 7 participating states will be chosen as their state's grand prize winner based on the additional review of each state selection committee. Each grand prize winner will receive the coveted Golden Owl Award trophy, the designation as their state's Ag Educator of the Year, and a $3,000 nationwide funded award designed to support continued education efforts. The Iowa Grand Prize winner will be announced during the Iowa FFA State Leadership Conference in April.
So I told you that was gonna be sitting and like waiting a little while. That might be the longest that you haven't like shared something about FFA. And I'm slightly disappointed that when the big check came out, you didn't say ka-ching, because that's what you said. So I thought for sure that would be the thing, you know, great, way to go, but like cash is king with Coop, man. Like that's just the way that it is. So listen, we all know, and all of us who are in this room know how much time that Mr. Cooper puts into our school, our community, and most importantly, our kids. We have like a standing joke in the office that Cooper has like a 364-day contract, and he takes 2 half days off, maybe a half day around Christmas and a half day on Thanksgiving, and that might be it. He's always here. He's always working with kids. We were joking on the way over about how he gets 8th graders to like get out of bed and come on a Saturday for Discovery Ag. Like, I don't even want to get up on a Saturday, and you get like teenagers to do it. So it's remarkable the things that Kevin does for our school. It's remarkable the things that he does for our community and for our students. And I couldn't think of a better person to try to brag up. Like I said, all of those photos that are here, I think we took them all off of Instagram. Right? Where's Daddy? I took them all off of Instagram, right? And so, like, we're talking about a guy who just is relentlessly promoting our kids, our community, and the things that are happening. This award and nomination couldn't go to a better person. As we wrap some things up here, one, I know Cooper's going to want to, like, say something, so we're gonna we might have to put a little timer up on the back, just, you know, everybody's got things that they gotta go do too, right? But a couple of things before I let Cooper share a couple of thoughts with you as we wrap some things up. One, Chris Lloyd has generously provided brownies for us because those are Cooper's favorite. So I know it's 9:30 and like 9:30 is a little early for a brownie, but like, hey, indulge, right? It's a Friday, and have some fun. So if you haven't signed the frame, please do so before you leave. You're welcome to stay as long as you would like to. We've got the space. Students, you can stay until 10, and then you need to go back to class. That's when your teachers are going to expect you. So you're welcome to hang out and go from those things. I couldn't be more happy and more pleased with the opportunity to be a part of this and to honor Mr. Cooper. So I'll let Mr. Cooper come on up here and share a few thoughts, because I know he's just itching to say something. So.
Thanks so much. This is really nice. I don't know, I keep telling the students all the time, follow your passion and don't be afraid to give things away, including your time, because it can make a big difference. So, I look across the room, so many of you have helped with so much of what we do, as far as resources, donating, harvesting, trucking, and then we take those funds and we reinvest it in these young people. So it's, if you can find what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, that's for sure. And this award is more for our whole community, because so many of you contributed to this. I'm just a part of that. I'm just an extension of all of you in operation, okay? So I sure appreciate this. Very nice. Thanks so much.
Thanks for joining us. We will probably get some pictures up front here, probably do one with FFA students, so maybe FFA kids be kind of ready to like take a photo here pretty quickly. And then we'll let Cooper go out and mingle for a little while. We got your next period covered too. So you can hang out for a little bit as well. So you can thank Mrs. Wakeman for those things. Thank you so much for joining us today. We very much appreciate it.